Hello everyone, ARG back with some more Out of the Park Baseball 22. So, Out of the Park Baseball 23 is going to be released a little bit later, as was announced. It's going to come out sometime in April, so we're going to go ahead and continue playing with Out of the Park Baseball 22 for our Montreal Expos historical series. We already have played 77 games in this season. That's crazy to me. Time flies, right? So today we have a 4-game series starting against the Marlins. Now today is a weekday, so I will only do the first 2 games of the series. Sadly, I'm gonna have to keep the stream a little bit shorter. We still have Kirby Puckett, that's hurt, still not going to be playing for us for another 3 weeks or so. Let's take a look at the Marlins. Now, the Marlins are not very good this season. They are 26-49, way last in the East. Alright, let's take a look at their lineup here. They do have a few injuries, so of course that's not going to help. Aaron Seeley is out for 14 more months with a torn rotator cuff. Obviously, that's going to take a while. Randy Phillips is out for 10 to 11 months with a partially torn UCL, so also not going to be seeing him for a while. Tim Van Engman. Well, he has 4 more days left on the injured reserve, so he was there for a while. So he's going to be ready after this series, I guess. And then Jose De Leon out for 10 months with a torn elbow ligament. So all pitchers, they have 4 pitchers that are out with Seeley and De Leon, probably 2 of their best starters that they have, and they're out for the season, so obviously not helping the Marlins there. Alright, so the first starter that we're going to face today is going to be Brad Rigby, the righty. He's 4-10, not doing all that great there. Slightly above average stuff, barely above average control. And he has some problems allowing the long ball a little bit. So his walk to strikeout ratio is not too terrible. So yeah, we're going to be sending Miguel Batista. Miguel Batista has been a really nice comeback story for us this season. He had a little bit of a tough year last year. He's 9-2 this season so far. So of course, we're ready to play some baseball. Go Expos! And play ball. Oh no, not yet. I have to change some guys there. So we have some people that are tired. Alright, so we're gonna put Russ Mcginnis at catcher for Charles Johnson. And we're gonna put Brett Barbary at third for Jeff King. I think I'm going to keep it exactly like this. Alright, so that's who we're going to go with. The Marlins are going to go with Jason Bates batting first. He's the shortstop. Second baseman Darryl Deek is going to be batting second. Rondell White, former Expo prospect, is going to be batting third. He's in left field. Todd Elton batting fourth. He's the first baseman. Bobby Bonilla at third. He's going to be batting fifth. Brooks Kieschnick, the center fielder, batting sixth. Todd Dunley, the catcher, batting seventh. And Tom Brunansky in right is going to be batting eighth. What's up, FJ? How are things on your end? Cold water feels good. Alright. Uh-oh. Well, you're talking to a grizzled vet. I got COVID twice. So, you doing okay, Toe? Like, I mean, I understand that, you're not feeling great when you get COVID, but, like, your life is not at risk or anything. Alright, so we're on the road. Delino the Shields is going to be leading off this game against Brad Rigby, and the game is underway. No count to the Shields. And that's it really well all the way to the fence and right. That's going to be extra bases for the Shields, who swung right at the first pitch of the game. Yeah, that sounds like how I felt when I had COVID, when I took my vacation to go to Florida so I could get sick really good and, you know, miss the entire time. Well, I hope you get better soon. How long have you been sick for? I believe you were on stream 2 days ago, so it must be pretty new. Alright, runner in scoring position for us. Luis Polonia is the next batter. 1-1. Oh, that's a bad pitch. Alright, we have a runner on third here. Alright, so you started to feel bad like yesterday or something like that. Luis Polonia now, still the batter, 2-1, runner on third. That's a base hit to right. Alright, that's 1-0 for the Expos. Yeah. Well, stay in bed and try to feel better, man. There's not much you can do. There's not a whole lot you can do to, you know, cure. Yeah, it does suck. Right, runner on first, nobody out. John Kruk is the next batter. No count to him. And he flies it to center, and that's cut by Kishnik for out number 1. Now that's the sucky thing about being sick like that, is that you have the best excuse in the world to be playing video games, but you're so sick you don't even feel like doing that. Alright, runner on first, 1 out for Kent Herbeck. 2-0 to Herbeck. Oh, that's a base hit to center. Alright. That's the plan. And once I get into Out of the Park Baseball 23 or Out of the Park 23, I'm gonna see about enabling drops so that people can come and watch me and not say anything, so that they can get free packs or something. Alright, 2 on, 1 out for Ruben Rivera, 2-2. And he struck out swinging. Alright, 2 outs now, 2 on for Russ Mcginnis, 1-1. And that's popped. And that's cut for out number 3. Yeah, I know. Well, when I realized that you could do that was not that long ago, and I was like, well, you know what, I'll just start it with Out of the Park Baseball 23. This game is, you know, a little bit older and everything. So I am not a very avid perfect team player. My team never made it higher than Silver League. I don't really care about it. Alright, Jason Bates facing off against Miguel Batista to start the first for the Marlins. We're up 1-0 already, full count to him. But yeah, other people will like the packs. And imagine if they get like a card that they need to complete a collection or something, maybe they're gonna even like me more. Alright, and that's a base hit for Bates. Deke is coming up next, runner on first, nobody out, 1-1. I'm not a fan. First of all, I'm not a fan of pay-to-win, you know, game modes, you know, in any game. I am not a fan of that. But I do like Perfect Team for one thing. I like to look at the old cards that they have, like the old players. I like to see who's in there and everything, and be like, oh yeah, I remember Marlon Anderson. You know, it's my attraction to the mode has absolutely nothing to do with the mode itself. First of all, I think that the Pro Rel system that they have doesn't work all that great. That's just my opinion. So, all right, runner in scoring position, 2-1. Oh god, and we hit the batter. All right, so not a great start for Batista so far. The first 2 runners reach base, so 2 on, nobody out for Rondell White. Former Expo can hurt us here. 1-0 to him. That's it to right. John Kruk moves towards it, catches it for out number 1. Todd Elton is next. 1-2. Struck out swinging. Right. So I hope that it's gonna be a little bit better, the 3D engine. I'll be honest, like before Out of the Park Baseball 22, I was not playing 3D. I decided to start to do 3D for the stream. I thought it would be more interesting than just the regular text-based stuff. But anyway. Alright, 2 on, 2 outs for Bobby Bonilla. No count to him. And that's a base hit to center. That should score a run. And it does. It is a tie game thanks to Bobby Bonilla. And right now is as good a day as ever to remind you that next year Bobby Bonilla is going to be getting a check from the New York Mets for not playing the game. Brooks Kieschnick is next. 2 on. Still 2 outs. No count. That's it to left. Polonia goes after it. He's there and he catches it for out number 3. We have a tie game here heading into the top of the second here at Sun Life Stadium. Brett Barbary leads off against Brad Rigby, 0-2. And he struck out looking. Wall twice now, 1-0. That's a base hit to right. All right. I like when my number 8 hitter doesn't force us to go with the pitcher with 2 outs. Miguel Batista is now the batter. Runner on first, 1 out. He's going to be bunting. There you go. That's a good sacrifice. So we have a runner in scoring position. There's 2 outs. Delino the Shields comes up, so we need a base hit from him. Full count. And that's a liner to third instead. Alright, so that's the 3rd out. We did not score this inning. It is still 1-1. Bottom of the second. Todd Hundley leading off for the Marlins. No count to him. Oh, God. Yeah. My opinion on it is that I'm an old school baseball fan, so yeah, I don't like it. 1-1 to Hundley. That's it really well to center into that, weird corner that was in center field in that stadium back in the day, and it's a stand-up double for Hundley. Tom Brunansky with a runner in scoring position, nobody out, full count to him. Struck out swinging. Brad Rigby, now the batter. Oh, he's probably bunting, huh? 1-2. Well, bunt foul. No, he's swinging, and that's a base hit. Yeah, but you're younger. You didn't grow up with looking at Dennis Martinez trying to take a swing and looking like he was like coming out of a lunchbox. Those moments have value as a kid. Right, 2-1 for the Marlins, thanks to a double by the pitcher, Rigby. So now Bates comes to the plate, 1-2, and he struck out looking. Daryl Deek now, 0-2, struck out swinging. Yeah, it's not just that, it adds a tiny bit of layer of strategy in baseball. I feel like over the years they slowly have taken a little bit of the strategy away, like bit by bit, and having the pitcher being coming to the plate is one of the remnants of some strategy. And I know that there's people that are gonna tell me, well, yeah, ARG, yeah, there's not that so much more strategy using the pitcher. Well, there is a little bit, and that's the point, is that there's a little bit more than if the pitcher doesn't bat. So anyway, Polonia leading off the top of the 3rd. We're down 2-1, 2-0 to him, and that's a base hit to right. Exactly. John Kruk is now the next batter. Runner on first, nobody out. 2-1. That's a base hit to right as well. All right, we're starting something good here. Oh, is that a... Oh, it is. Ooh, that was a double by Kruk. It didn't look like it, but it was a double by John Kruk, and it ties the game. We're tied at 2. Yeah, I know, man. John Kruk does it all for me this year, except stealing. But he's been playing all right in right field. I was a little bit worried to have John Kruk playing in right field, I'll be honest, but he's been doing all right over there. All right, runner in scoring position, nobody out for Kent Herbeck, no count. And that's a base hit to right. Alright, so it's not scoring a run because John Kruk is not a great runner. Alright, John Kruk. He's at 1.7. I'm at the end of June, I think. So, I mean, he's not breaking any records or anything, but it's acceptable. Not a liability. I'll go with that. Alright, so runners on first and third. Nobody out. Ruben Rivera is the next batter, 0-1. That's a base hit to right center. That goes all the way to the fence. That's extra bases. Oh, yeah. I think that's... No, okay, that's going to be a double. But I think it scores 2 runs. It does. Awesome. We're up 4-2 now. Looks like... Looks like it's going to be a little bit... we're going to see some runs in this game, it looks like. Russ Mcginnis now. Still nobody out. Runner in scoring position. 2-2. Oh, he struck out looking... Yeah, he has a snowflake next to his name. He started the season alright, but he's been not doing that great lately. Brett Barbary is next. Runner on second, 1 out. 0-1. Runner goes. Runner is safe. Rivera with his 11th stolen base of the season, so now that enacts the sac fly. 0-2 to Barbary. He struck out swinging. No sac fly. But a base hit scores a run. 2 outs now for Walt Wise. No count to him. Oh yeah, they're gonna walk him. I don't know. My GM's been doing pretty good. That one, he's the new one for this one season. I think he's put together a decent team. We're not world beaters, but that's definitely the best team I've had since I started this universe. Alright, runners on first and third. There's 2 outs, and Miguel Batista's the batter. Maybe he's gonna get revenge. 0-2. No revenge. He struck out swinging. The Expos, however, scored 3 runs in the top of the third. We are up 4-2 here in Florida, going into the bottom of the third. I don't know who he's gonna trade away. Maybe he's gonna try to add. So I found out that even if I'm playing as manager only, I can go ahead and check into the pending trade offers that my GM made. And there's a pending trade in there to acquire Jay Bell. That would be pretty freaking awesome if that goes through, because shortstop is probably my weakest spot in the lineup. I could totally dig having Jay Bell. I liked Jay Bell when I was a kid, even if he wasn't playing for the Expos. Alright. Bottom of the third, Rondell White, the next batter, full count. Grounds it through short. The throw to first is good. That's out number 1. Todd Elton now, 3-0 to him. Oh, that's a liner to short, and that's cut for out number 2. 6 or 7 versions of this game ago, that was a walk. A 3-0 count was always a walk back in the day. Maybe. I mean, I can't give him suggestions, so I kind of have to... I'll admit I need more help at pitching than in the field, to be honest, but... It is what it is. Alright, Bobby Bonilla with 2 outs now, 1-1. Grounds it to second. The Shields with the throw, that's out number 3. Going into the top of the fourth, up 2. The line with the Shields, 2-2. My ace is Hideo Nomo, which is not Pedro level, but he was a pretty good pitcher. Luis Polonia now with 1 out. No count to Polonia, and that's a liner to short. That's out number 2. John Kruk now with 2 outs, 1 and 2. I don't have Pedro because I started this universe before the Expos acquired Pedro Martinez. Actually, in real life, Pedro was traded. The Shields was part of the deal that brought Pedro to the Expos, and I still have the Shields. Right, Brooks Kieschnick now, bottom of the 4th. Expos up 4-2 still, 2 and 2. Struck out swinging. Todd Hundley now, 1 and 1. And that's going to be a base hit to right, falls in front of John Kruk. Right, so the Marlins get a 1 out base runner. Tom Brunansky is next, 0 and 1. Grounds it to second. And that's a double play. Oh yeah. Top of the 5th, incoming. Kent Herbeck is the next batter, 1 and 1. Ooh, is that out of here? No, that was it. It looked like it had the distance at first, but it just didn't. That's cutting right by Brunansky for out number 1. Ruben Rivera is next, 1 and 0. Flies it to left. That's cut by White for out number 2. Russ Mcginnis is next. He didn't have good plate appearances so far. 2 and 2 to him. And he struck out swinging. Alright, tough game for Mcginnis again. Thankfully, he's not too bad defensively. Alright, so Russell Brainian comes in as a pinch hitter. No count. Grounds it to first. He's thrown out to the pitcher. That's out number 1. Jason Bates is next. 3 and 0 to him. And he walks on 4 pitches. Daryl Deek is next. Runner on the first, 1 out. No count. Oh, the runner goes. And he's safe at second base. Alright, runner in scoring position, 1 out. Full count. Struck out swinging. Oh, yeah. Alright, there's 2 outs now. They need a base hit from Rondell White. Full count to him. And that's popped. Kent Herbeck is there. That's out number 3. Alright, top of the 6th incoming. The Expos are still up by 2. It's 4-2. Brandon Reed is now the pitcher for the Marlins. Brett Barbary at the plate. 1 and 2. Grounds it to short. Oh, that's gonna be an error. Looks like he booted it. Alright, so Barbary safe on an error. Runner on first, nobody out. For Walt Weiss, no count. Runner goes. That's a stolen base. That's his first stolen base of the season for Barbary. Now we have a runner in scoring position. 1 and 0. Grounds it to first. And he takes it to the base himself. That's out number 1. The runner goes to third base on the play. So now a deep fly ball somewhere should score a run. However, we have Miguel Batista at the plate. 0 and 2 to him. And he struck out swinging. So now we need a base hit from the line of the Shields. No count. Oh, they're just going to walk him so that they can face Luis Polonia, who has already 2 hits in this game. Alright, Polonia's 2 for 3 with an RBI already. 0 and 1. Grounds it to the pitcher. He's thrown out at first for out number 3. We did not capitalize on this opportunity. We're still up 2 to bottom of the 6th. Todd Elton leads off for the Marlins. 2 and 2. Grounds it to second. And he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Bobby Bonilla now the batter with 1 out. No count. Flies it to left. Polonia's after it. Catches it. That's the 2nd out of the inning. Now Brooks Kieschnick is next. 2 and 2. And he flies it to left. Polonia's there. Catches it for out number 3. I wonder if Brooks Kieschnick has pitcher ratings in my universe. Guess I could check, huh? Yeah, I mean, I guess he could pitch, but he wouldn't be very good. All right, John Kruk, top of the 7th. We still have a 2-run lead. Looked like we were going to have a high-scoring affair, and the runs have dried out. Full count. Struck out swinging. Kent Orbeck is the next batter. Two and two. Grounds it to short. He's thrown out at first for out number 2. Ruben Rivera now with 2 outs, 1-0. That's it to right. Brunansky goes after it. He has it. That's out number 3. The Expos go down in order in the top of the 7th. We're going into the bottom of the 7th. Still up 4-2. Todd Hundley leads off that inning for the Marlins. I believe that it's going to be Miguel Batista's last inning of work. Full count. That's it. And the line with the Shields goes all the way into right field to catch that one. That's out number 1. Tom Brunansky now. 2-0 to him. That's a base hit to center. Rivera's there. So runner on first. 1 out for Todd Edwards, who's coming in as a pinch hitter. No count to him. Grounds it to first. We get the lead runner at second base, but we cannot convert the double play. It is a fielder's choice. There's 2 outs. Runner on first. Jason Bates is now the batter. 1 and 2. That's it to center. Rivera after it. He catches it for out number 3. Top of the 8th and coming. It is still 4-2 in Florida in favor of the Expos. Russ Mcginnis leading off here against John Hope, who's coming in relief. No count. Grounds it to third. He's thrown out at first for out number 1. Brett Barbary now. 2 and 2. Struck out swinging. Wall twice now. Full count. Grounds it to second. And that's out number 3. Alright. I believe I'm going to do a double switch here. Kadik. Alright. Alright, we're going to go ahead and bring Jody Reed to play shortstop for Wall twice. Oops, I lost him. It happens to me sometimes. I'm getting old. Alright, and then at pitcher, we're going to go with Steve Allen. Alright, so Daryl Deek is the first one to face Allen here in the bottom of the 8th. We still have that 2-run lead. Full count to him. And he walks. Alright, leadoff walk for the Marlins here. That's not ideal. Rondell White is the next batter. 3-0 to him. And he walks on 4 pitches. Back-to-back walks. I don't like that. You know what? I don't like it at all, even. I'm pulling the plug already. I'm bringing the lefty Gabe White. I'm not gonna screw around with this shit. Alright, 2 on, nobody out. Todd Elton is the batter. I'm bringing in the lefty Gabe White to face off against him. 1 and 2. Struck out swinging. That's the first out. Bobby Bonilla now. He's a switch hitter. 2 and 1. That's it to left, and it's going to fall in front of Polonia for a base hit. Oh, I think that's a great... No, that's an error. I thought that we had a great throw and we were getting the runner out, but yeah, that was an error. It is 4-3 now, and they are bringing in a righty, Jayhawk Owens to face off against Gabe White. There's 2 runners in scoring position. There's 1 out. I need a strikeout here. 1-1. We're not getting a strikeout. Oh, dear God. That's a home run. Alright, so all of a sudden the Marlins are up 6-4. Todd Hundley is the next batter. 1 out, no count. That's it to center. Oh God, it's gonna be above his head. That's above Ruben Rivera's head for a double. Tom Brunansky is next, runner in scoring position. 1 out, 1-0. That's a base hit to right. Ugh. Alright, runners on first and third. There's 1 out. Milt Thompson comes in as a pinch hitter. 0-1. That's it to center. That's cut by Rivera, but that's deep enough to score a run. Or was it? No, that was a double play. So Rivera dove or slid to get the ball at center field, and then he nailed the runner home for an unorthodox double play. However, the Marlins did score 4 runs, so now we're down 6-4 in the top of the 9th, so we need to come back to at least tie this game. Alejandro Pena comes in a save situation for the Marlins. Jody Reed is the batter, 3-1. Grounds it to third. He's gonna eat it. That's a infield single. Right, runner on first, nobody out. Delino De Shields is the next batter, 1-0. Oh, that's gonna be another infield hit. God, words are hard sometimes. All right, so 2 runners on, nobody out for Luis Polonia, so we might have something cooking here. Full count to Polonia. Oh, that's a walk. Bases are loaded with nobody out. We're down 2 runs. That's the moments that little kids dream of. John Kruk is now the batter. 0-2. Oh, that's not it very deep to center. I don't think it's going to be deep enough. It's not. Alright, so there's 1 out. Ken Turbeck is the batter. 2-2. That's it to left. And that's not deep enough again. There's 2 outs now for Ruben Rivera. He's 1 for 4, 2 RBIs. Do I trust him? I do. No count. Oh God, I shouldn't have. And he grounds out to second base for the 3rd out. We loaded the bases with nobody out in the top of the 9th, down 2 runs, and nobody came around to score. I believe that that's the story of the game right there. Pretty much that and the blown 8th inning that we had. Alright, so we lost to the Marlins, who are not having a great season. Let's go ahead and advance this here. Alright, nothing happened. I'm gonna go ahead and save the game. I'm gonna go ahead and go and check to see if my GM did something here. Nothing of real importance. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play game number 2. We're going to be facing Jason Eschringhausen now. For those of you that remember Eschringhausen more, he was a stopper or a closer for a while. But in my universe here, he has enough stamina to go as a starter. Oh, he's not that great as a starter. Maybe they should convert him as a closer. He had some success in his career. He's going to be facing off against Carlos Perez. Up and down season for Carlos, so hopefully he has a good one in the system right now, so let's get to it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and okay, against the righty, I'm gonna go with Curtis Pride in center field. There you go. go like this. Right, the Marlins are going with Jason Bates batting first and playing shortstop. Daryl Deke at second base is going to be batting second. Rondell White, the left fielder, is going to be batting third. Bobby Bonilla at third is batting fourth. Tom Brunansky in right field is batting fifth. Todd Elton, the first baseman, is sixth today. Brooks Kieschnick in center field is batting seventh. And Todd Hundley, the catcher, is batting 8th. So all the same players, just a little bit of a different lineup because this time around we have a southpaw on the mound. Alright, so go Expos. What the hell happened yesterday? Why did you lose to the Marlins? And play ball. Right, the line of the Shields leading off the game against Jason Eschringhausen, and the game is underway with a 0-1 count to the Shields. So we're 3-2 against the Marlins so far this season. The Shields grounds it to second base, and he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Luis Polonia is next, 1-1. That's going to be a base hit to left. Falls in front of Rondell White. So after 1 out, we get a base runner. John Kruk is next. Full count. Oh, that's popped. That should be cut there by Bates. And it is. That's out number 2. Kenterbeck now with a runner on first. 2 outs. 2-2. And that's a base hit to left. So opposite field single for Kenterbeck. On the play, Polonia makes it all the way to third base. So we have runners on the extremities. We have 2 outs, and Charles Johnson is the batter. 2-2. And he struck out swinging. Alright, so bottom of the first, there's no score. Jason Bates leading off against Carlos Perez. 2-2. Struck out swinging. Daryl Deke is the next batter. No count. Grounds it to third. Jeff King with the throw. That's out number 2. Rondell White now. Full count. That's it to right. John Kruk after it. He's there. That's out number 3. It looked like ball 4 to me. But anyway, top of the second here, Jeff King leading off for the Expos. No count. Flies it to center. Kieschnick is there. That's out number 1. Curtis Pride now. 2-2 to him. Struck out looking. That looked high. Ref. What the heck? Wall twice now. Full count. Flies it to left. White all the way to the track, and he catches it for out number 3. The Expos go down in order in inning number 2, going into the bottom of the second inning with no score still. Bobby Bonilla leading off for the Marlins, 3-1 to him. Grounds it to first. That's taken by Urbeck himself, and that's out number 1. Tom Brunansky is next, 2-2. Grounds it to short, wall twice with the throw, and that's out number 2. Todd Elton now with 2 outs, no count. Grounds it to short. He's thrown out at first for out number 3. We are going into the top of the third here in Florida. Carlos Perez leading off against Jason Eschringhausen. Now, Carlos Perez is a capable hitter. Now, this season, not as much as last season. Last season, I think he had 3 home runs, if I remember correctly. 2-2 to Carlos Perez. He tried to bunt with 2 strikes, and he strikes out. The line with the Shields now, 1-1. That's it to center. Kieschnick after it. Catches it for out number 2. Luis Polonia is next. 2 outs. No count. Grounds it to first. And that's out number 3. Expos go down in order yet again. Bottom of the third incoming. Brooks Kieschnick facing off against Carlos Perez. Full count. And that's a liner to second base, and that's cut by the Shields for out number 1. Todd Hundley is the next batter, 1-0. Oh, that's it really well all the way to the fence in center right. Alright, Rivera gets it. And that's a double. Did I say Rivera? I have Curtis Pride. I apologize, I already forgot. Alright, so runner in scoring position, 1 out. Jason Ishringhausen is the next batter. He's gonna be swinging. No count. Oh, that's a bad pitch. Alright, the runner is on third now, so with a deep fly ball, that could be a run. So 1-0. Oh, wait. Oh, that's the squeeze. So they tried the squeeze play, but Ishringhausen missed the ball, so we nailed Hundley at home on an attempted steal of home. Now keep in mind, I have seen one time in 10 years a successful steal of home, and it happened 2 versions of the game ago. No, it happened with the last year's version of the game, sorry. And Ray Langford did it against me. Right, Jason Ishringhausen now with 2 outs, 1 and 2. Grounds it to short. He's thrown out at first for out number 3. Alright, so the Marlins blew a decent opportunity. Now, the top of the 4th, still no score. John Kruk, the batter, 1 and 1. Oh, that's popped. And it says that Deke cut the ball, but it looked like it just dropped foul. Anyway, Kenterbeck with 1 out, 2 and 2. Struck out swinging. Charles Johnson with 2 outs, 0 and 2. That's it weekly, and Deke is there to catch it, and that's out number 3. Yet again, the Expos cannot get anything going. Bottom of the 4th, no score still. Jason Bates is leading the bottom of the 4th for the Marlins, 3-0 to him, and he walks on 4 pitches. Alright, leadoff runner for the Marlins, Daryl Deke is next, 1 and 1. Try to bunt, but he misses. It's 1 and 2 now, 2 and 2. And that's a base hit to center. Right, Curtis Pride has the ball, throws it to third, but that's late. So the Marlins have runners on first and third with nobody out. And Rondell White is the batter. 1 and 0. Hits it to center. Oh, Curtis Pride with the nice diving catch. However, it's deep enough for the run from third to score. It is 1-0 for the Marlins. There's 1 out and a runner on first for Bobby Bonilla now. 1-0. Oh, we tried to get White at first, and we did. All right. 1 and 2 now to Bonilla. 2 outs. Grounds it to short. And that's an error. All right, the error is on Wise. Alright, so Bonilla ends up at second base. So runner on second, 2 outs for Tom Brunansky, 2 and 2. Struck out swinging, and that's the end of the inning. Top of the 5th, Jeff King is the batter. Jason Ishringhausen still on the mound, of course. 2 and 2. We're down 1-0. And that's going to be extra bases for Jeff King all the way to the fence and left. Looks like it's going to be a double. And we have a leadoff double by Jeff King. Alright, and now Curtis Pride is the batter. 2 and 1. That's it to left. That's also going to be a base hit. But we are not risking the run. So now we have runners on first and third with nobody out. Walt Weiss is the batter. 0 and 1. Grounds it to first. The first baseman takes it to first himself. There's 1 out, so now we have 2 runners in scoring position. With 1 out, Carlos Perez is the batter. 0 and 2. Grounds it to second. The infield was in, so the runner can't go and score. So there's 2 outs. We need a base hit from the line with the Shields now. 1 and 0. Oh, that's a bad pitch. All right, tied game. I'll take it. I will take all the free runs you want to give me. All right. Full count, and the Shields walks. So now we have runners on first and third with 2 outs, and Polonia's the batter, 3-1. That's a liner to second base, and that's the end of the inning. However, the Expos come around to score a run. We have a tie game here in Florida. It is 1-1 going into the bottom of the 5th. Todd Elton, first one to face off against Carlos Perez, 2-2. That's it really well to left. That's going to be extra bases. Polonia gets it at the fence. That's a leadoff double for the Marlins. Right, Brooks Kieschnick is next. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. 3-0 to him. And he walks on 4 pitches. Todd Hundley now, 2 on, nobody out, 0-1. That's it all the way to the fence and center left. That's going to be extra bases, and it's going to score some runs. I believe that's a triple, although I can't see really. Yeah, Hundley with the triple scores two runs. It is now a 3-1 game for the Marlins. Like Jason Ishringhausen is next, runner on third base, nobody out, no count. Grounds it to the second baseman, and that's gonna be that's an infield hit. It is now 4-1 for the Marlins. Jason Bates now, runner on first, nobody out, 1-1. It's a 2 center. Curtis Pride is there. That's out number 1. Daryl Deek is next, 1-2. That's it to center. Oh, Curtis Pride with another great diving catch. That's 2 in this game. There's 2 outs now for Rondell White, 2-2. That's it to center again. Another diving catch by Curtis Pride. Dang. That guy is giving a show just by himself. However, the Marlins scored 3 runs. It is 4-1 Florida. Top of the 6th, John Kruk is the batter. 2-2. Struck out looking. That's not good. Kent Urbeck is next. Full count. Grounds it to second. Oh, he booted it. Alright, so that's an error. So Kent Urbeck is safe on an error at first. There's 1 out. Charles Johnson, the batter, 2-1. The runner goes. Oh, Kent Urbeck stole the base. That's his first steal of the season. So runner in scoring position, 1 out. 2-2 to Charles Johnson now. He hits it weakly to center. Kieschnick goes after it. He gets it for out number 2. The runner gets to third base on the play. Alright, so we have a runner on third, 2 outs for Jeff King, 1-0. Clyde Keller is now on the mound for the Marlins. It's it to right, but it's pretty much right at Tom Brunansky, and that's out number 3. Alright, Expos still down 3 going into the bottom of the 6th. Bobby Bonilla is the batter, 1-2. It's it to left, and that's out of here. It is now 5-1. Yeah, I guess Carlos didn't have a great game in the system. He hasn't had one in the system in a while. Tom Brunansky is the next batter. No count. Flies it to left. Polonia's there. Catches it for out number 1. Todd Helton is next. No count to him. That's it to right. That's it pretty well. That's it pretty out of here. It is 6-1 for the Marlins. I think I've seen enough of our friend Carlos Perez. I will now be pulling him. All right, let's do Rich Monteleone for now. We're just going to try to finish the inning. Right, Brooks Kieschnick is the next batter. I have Rich Monteleone on the mound, 2-2. Struck out swinging. Todd Hundley is the next batter. There's 2 outs now, 1-1. Pops it. The Shields is underneath it, catches it for out number 3. Alright, I had to bring in a reliever to get out of this inning. The 6 is over. The Marlins add 2 more runs on 2 solo blasts. It is now 6-1. Curtis Pride leading off the top of the 7th for us, facing off against Clyde Keller, who's still on the mound, 0-2. And he struck out looking. Wall twice with 1 out, 2-2. Grounds it to second. He's thrown out at first for out number 2. Now I'm gonna bring in a pinch hitter. That's gonna be Barbary. Right, Barbary to face off against Keller. 2 outs, 1-0. That's a base hit to right. Alright, so a 2-out base hit for the Expos. We have Delino the Shields next. 3-0 to him. And he walks on 4 pitches. So all of a sudden we have 2 runners on and 2 outs. Luis Polonia is the next batter. 2-1. That's a base. Oh, that's going to be extra bases all the way in the corner and right. Alright. Capitalizing on some 2-out action here. I like it. Alright, so that's a triple for Polonia. That scores 2 runs. It's now 6-3. Alright, 2 outs for John Kruk. 1-1. Grounds it to short. And that's the end of the inning. Alright, the Expos claw back some. It is now 6-3. Going into the bottom of the 7th. I'm gonna go with John Doris. Don't let me down. Alright, Russ Mcginnis is the first batter to face us. He's coming in as a pinch hitter. Full count. Bottom of the 7th, we're down 3. Struck out swinging. Jason Bates is next, 0-2. Struck out swinging. Daryl Deek now, 0-1. Pops it. Walt Weiss is there, that's out number 3. Alright, the Marlins go down in order. We're going into the top of the 8th. We're down 3. Kent Urbeck is going to be the next batter. Blas Minor comes in as a reliever for the Marlins. No count to Urbeck. That's popped. Bates is there, that's out number 1. Charles Johnson is next, 2-2. Grounds it to short. He's thrown out at first for out number 2. Jeff King now, 1-1. That's fly to center. And Kieschnick is there, that's out number 3. We go down in order in inning number 8. That's not great. Bottom of the 8th incoming. I'm going to keep John Doris on the mound. Rondell White leads off the 8th for the Marlins. 3-1 to him. And that's it really well to right center. That's going to be extra bases. That's a double. Alright, so Rondell White with a double to lead off the bottom of the 8th. Bobby Bonilla is the next batter. No count. And we're just going to walk him. 2 on, nobody out for Tom Brunansky. Full count. And he walks. Alright, so Doris loading up the bases. So I'm going to bring in a reliever. I'm going to bring in Gabe White. Again, he's my only lefty. Todd Elton, first one to face off against Gabe White. Bases loaded, nobody out. 1-2. Struck out looking. That's a good outcome. Brooks Kieschnick is next. Full count. Struck out as well. Gabe White ain't screwing around. Todd Adley now with 2 outs. 1-2. Oh, Gabe White comes in and strikes out the side with the bases loaded. That's pretty impressive. I'm pretty legit impressed right now. Right, Curtis Pride, first one to face off against Blast Miner here in the top of the ninth. So that's our last 3 outs. 2-0 to Curtis Pride. That's it to center. Oh, that's above his head. That's going to be extra bases for Curtis Pride. He stops at second base with a double. Alright, so the Expos get a leadoff double to start inning number 9. We're down 3 runs. Let's do Jody Reed coming in for, well, let's see. Yeah, Walt Weiss is 0 for 3. Let's bring in Jody Reed. Alright, runner in scoring position, nobody out. Jody Reed comes in as a pinch hitter for Walt Weiss. 1-0. That's a base hit to left. We have runners on first and third now with nobody out, and of course I'm going to bring in a pinch hitter. Let's do Johnny Knott. I believe in you, Johnny. Alright, runners on first and third, nobody out. Johnny Knott comes in as a pinch hitter. No count. Oh, that's not very well hit. Yep, that was a lazy fly ball to center. That was cut not deep enough to score a run. Alright, so De Shields is now the batter. 1 out, 1 and 2. That's it to center. That's cut by Kieschnick. Runner goes from third. He scores. It's 6-4, but there's now 2 outs. So we need a base hit from Luis Polonia to keep the inning alive. Runner on first, 0 and 2. Rounds it to third. And he's thrown out at first for out number 3. So we have dropped the first 2 games of the 4-game series against the Marlins. That's not good. Those are games that we should have. Dwight Gooden tosses a 8-0 shutout against the Reds. Alright, we're going to go ahead and advance. Oh. We have some news here. Port City Roosters third baseman Tony Mann has reportedly proposed to girlfriend Rachel Anderson. According to sources, Mann popped the question last weekend. No date has been set, but a couple are expected to wed sometime within the next few months. I'm happy for them, commented manager Isaac Williams. Tony's a great guy, and she seems like a really nice gal. I wish them all the best. Alright. I don't know why. I don't really care, to be honest. Oh god, Hideo Nomo dropped to a 3.5 star pitcher. Charles Johnson dropped to a 3-star catcher. Ooh, we're not having a whole lot of luck with this development report, have we? A lot of minuses. Now Eric Alexander is doing better. Yeah, it's been tough. Right, Kevin Robertson earns June's top batter prize. Alright, so Kevin Robertson was the batter of the month in the American League. The same award in the National League goes to Marquise Grissom. That kind of hurts to see that because we didn't retain his services. Alright, The top pitcher in the American League in June was TJ Matthews in Cleveland. And Bruce Hurst of the Dodgers got the same award here in the National League. The Rookie of the Month in the American League was Todd Walker of the Cleveland Indians. And Brett Tomko, our very own, he had a pretty good month of June and was named the June Rookie of the Month in the National League. He went 3-1, 2.38 ERA, 23 strikeouts. Okay. Not bad, I mean, for a rookie especially. I'll take that. Alright, let's go ahead and see if the computer did anything here. Not really. Alright, we're going to go ahead and save the game. Now, as I said at the start of the stream, sadly it is a shorter stream today because it is a weeknight. I don't have time to do 4 games, so I did the first 2. We're going to go ahead and stop here for today. As usual, I do want to say thank you for tuning in, and if you're catching this on YouTube later and that you like the video, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that good stuff. Until I roll this game again, I'll see you folks next time. Thank you.